All right, it has been the talk of the town for a few days now, I think, and we're on this day finally. The red bar is back.
Finally here, yeah. Weather technology, we get annoyed by something because it takes so long to get there because we can see things coming so far in the distance. Yeah, we've been tracking this for about a week now. The snow's finally arriving here today. Live look outside. We don't have any snow right now, but notice it's kind of foggy. There's a little bit of haze to the atmosphere. There's some freezing drizzle kind of trapped at the low levels out there. So again, a little glaze on spots is not to be ruled out, and even on the windshield as you're coming on in if you don't have the defrost on. But you see there in the bottom corner of our screen, we've got winter weather advisories that are out for all of Northeast Ohio throughout the day today. And that's for 2 rounds of snow. If we get that, I don't know if that box leaves, but anyway, 2 rounds of snow. Cold and wind moves in here late. We've got a slick morning commute around here as we bring some snow in here. Not a lot of snow this morning, but enough to cause some problems a little bit later in the morning. Heavy snow for that PM rush hour still looks on track. And then temperatures crash this evening. That's something, if you've got Friday evening plans, you're going to need to be ahead of. That temperature is going to drop like a rock, and it's going to come on 40-mile-per-hour winds in a burst of heavy snow this evening. Accumulations by the end of the day, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. I think a lot of people are going to fall in that 2 to 3 inch category. So again, not a big snow, but it's the timing of this that's problematic. 18 right now with some snow and some freezing drizzle over at Hopkins right now. Radar not doing a good job of that, but overall you can see this initial burst of snow pushing out towards the east. That's just kind of a harbinger of things to come with this system. We've got decent snow from Geneva down towards Jefferson, Austinburg. You get down to Orwell, we're picking up some snow. This will cross into Andover here shortly. And then getting into the Mecca area, Kinsman, dealing with some snow in Trumbull County. We're fine right now in Cleveland. I mentioned there's some low-level freezing drizzle, just little tiny droplets. You'll see like a little glaze develop on your windshield. Again, something we need to watch out for. It takes a while, obviously, for that to cause any problems on roads, and I'm not expecting that. ODOT's been out all night. I mean, they've been doing a great job getting ahead of this. But here's our clipper. The bulk of the snow with this system is going to slide right here through our southwestern counties over the next couple hours. I would imagine this fills in on radar as we have some good lift happening near Detroit right now. So overall, the snow is moving in here this morning. We're thinking over the next couple hours, this will start to ramp up, and then it'll be out of here pretty quickly with this initial front. However, we're not done yet. There's another front behind that. You can see it's holding back some much colder air. This is the Arctic front, and there's nothing along it yet, but this will develop a band of snow squalls, more than likely, that would pass through for that evening rush hour. Kind of a big picture look. Here's the bulk of the system snow that moves through over the next few hours. We catch a break for much of the day, and then boom, we get this line, almost like a thunderstorm line, and overall it'll have some heavy snow with it. We've done this several times this winter, and then the cold air and the snow squalls are here. So your forecast looks like this. Up near 30 today. Here's the highlight. We do get kind of mild this afternoon. We should approach the freezing mark. But again, that snow, especially for that evening rush hour, looks problematic. All right, let's take you through exactly hour by hour locally here. Snow will be around here this morning. Here's that main batch moving in. 8 o'clock, we should have good snow in our southwestern counties. This slides through with snow 9, 10, 11 o'clock into the noon hour, should start to back off. And then we get a little bit of a break this afternoon. By 4 and 5 o'clock, we'll start to see the approach of that Arctic front. Temperatures aren't too bad. Here it comes. This is our bursts of snow. 5, 6, 7 o'clock. That's going to lay down a quick inch. You're going to have wind that goes from not a whole lot to 40 miles per hour in a hurry. And watch temperatures. 30 in Akron at 7 o'clock. Uh-oh, we're down into the teens and 20s a couple hours later. Single digits by 11 o'clock tonight with some lake effect snow and gusty winds. That lake snow will continue at times through the daytime tomorrow. How much snow? We've been saying this all week. 2 to 4 inches. All right, some of you are going to end up with 1. Some of you will end up with 3 or 4. Primary chance for that would be in our primary snow belt. Long ranger forecasts, where do we go from there? A very cold weekend out ahead of us as the system brings in a shot of Arctic air. We'll have wind chill values Saturday morning around minus 20. Yikes, right? We'll start to warm up Saturday afternoon into Sunday. And then I've got to keep really a precip chance every day. There's no major system coming our way, but you can see we've got a little rain that might move in here with a mix Tuesday night. We might have some flurries around here on Thursday. Again, no major systems coming in, but a chance of something falling from the sky every day. It does look like we turn a little bit cooler next weekend again. But the big picture pattern, this giant ridge and trough pattern is breaking. We'll go zonal. That means we'll start to bring in more mild air over the course of the extended forecast. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. You can see the drive in temperatures downward tonight into the daytime tomorrow. Still cold on Sunday with a few snow showers. Outside of that, we'll have some sun. And then just a little chance of snow on Monday. Another chance of some leftover mix or rain on Tuesday. And then as we go throughout the rest of the week, 30s in the forecast. for Valentine's Day. Good cuddling day, upper 30s for highs. Danita.
All right, sounds good, Matt.